On today's Ideal Cooking in Carla's Kitchen, we're going to make a apple crisp. And I used the granola recipe that's on my website for the topping to help keep it low calorie. And I used the summer sweet, of course, for the sugar sweetener. Now what I take is Granny Smith apples, and I just peel them like this. I know some of my friends have a peeler that works really fast and does it, peels it, cores it in, slices it all at the same time, but I don't have one of those. So I'm just going to do this. Take the peeling off. I do have one of these that cores it in, slices it. Put it on there. Get the knife out of the way. Push down. Pull this out here, like that. Way. Now these slices are a little big for me. I like them about half that, so I do take them and slice them. You can cook them this way. They just take a little bit longer, and you're trying to get them soft. I'm going to bake them, and then I'm going to make the apple crisp. So, two-stage process here. All right, so we have the apples, 6 of your Granny Smith apples. We start with the summer sweet, 3/4 of a cup of summer sweet for this recipe with 6 apples. You could a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of kosher salt. That's all that is in it. Okay, so you blend that up really good, coat that, and then you're going to sprinkle it over the top of your apples. So I'm going to kind of bring some of the other ones up to the top. I'll show this in a second. And then I'm going to sprinkle some more. That's all you're going to do, and then you're going to bake it at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour, depending on your oven and how you like your apples, but you're trying to get them pretty soft. You'll see, I'll show you when they're done. They're going to be pretty tender, and some of these stuck together that I cut in half, so I'm trying to break them apart. Coat them as best I can with the coating. So this is what the apples coated look like, just like that. We're going to take those, we're going to spread them in a 9 by 13 pan. So you can use the 3/4 cup of sugar if you want. They'll make them really sweet. Or your sugar substitute, whatever it converts to it, 3/4 of a cup. And we're going to put it in the oven. Just like that, it's now baking. I'll come back in a little while and show you what it looks like when it's done, and then I'll show you how I make up the apple crisp. Okay, we're going to finish the apple crisp. Show you what this looks like. You saw that it was really full when I put the apples in. Now it looks like that. They're all cooked and they're soft and they're really coated well with the cinnamon sugar. So we're going to just put them. I like to add a couple of ounces of cream cheese. So that's something that's probably a little different than most of your recipes. It adds a little bit of a thickening agent to the apples, so there's some moisture. The sauce is down here, and so what I do by adding that in, you can soften it a little before, if the apples are really hot when they come out, it just melts it like that. You can see it's melting it. Put it on the apples in the oven for a minute. That'll soften it, melt it. Now you can see, I don't know if you can see, it's getting thicker. So that's in place of putting, you could put a little cornstarch, tapioca, those kind of things in it to do the same thing. Because when this cooks, you want it to set up kind of thick, because you're going to serve it obviously with a spoon. So we got a pie plate here. We're going to scoop the apples into the pie plate, just like that. Okay, spread that out. This is 6 servings, and it calls for 1.5 cups of the granola. The granola's on the website. So you see. Okay. There you go. And then we have a couple tablespoons of butter. And I just drizzle that over the top, trying to add just a little moisture to the granola. You don't need much. I like it kind of crunchy and tasty, so just kind of smooth that butter in there. And now you bake it for like 20 minutes, and you're just trying to get the granola a little bit brown. I'll come back and show you when we pull it out of the oven. I'll take a picture so you can see what it looks like when it's done.